If you are a short-term rental operator and you do not use a PMS system, I'm here to present to you what you are missing if you don't have a PMS system. And more importantly, I want to introduce the PMS system that I use. It has made my life easier. It has increased my bookings. It has allowed me to work less and earn more, and has allowed me to attract more customers and grow my business in ways that I could not have done without it. Let me share my screen, because I want to first show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go. This is my pipeline. So here, every inquiry, every guest that's already booked, it's going to come up here. Give you an idea, here's an inquiry. In this inquiry, in this pipeline, so far, we have not closed that lead. That's why it's still showing as an inquiry. Here's another guest, another inquiry, check-in. All that information is in this dashboard, right? So if you're familiar with what a CRM is, this is basically the CRM for Hostfully. There's a lot you can do with this. You can use it to reach out people that have reached out to you and haven't booked yet. There's a lot you can do here, but that's just the pipeline. Now let's go to the dashboard. This is the dashboard. In the dashboard, you have rental revenue, nights booked so far, occupancy rate where you are right now, average daily rate, RevPAR. It tells you who's, the booking platform, like you can see Airbnb, there's booking.com, this is us, this is Vrbo, this is all others. But here, you also get to see all the reservations, when they're coming, when they're going, etc., who's assigned to them, who can view them, that's there. Now, this is the beauty about using a PMS system as well. As you can see, this is my calendar. In my calendar, you get to see OTAs that are being used. You also get to see the reservation. If it's an Airbnb reservation, it gives you what platform it is and the name of the guest. And you can always click on there and get all the details from that property. You go to their message board, you get to see the communication you've been having with them. This is all the communications. So everything can be found in one spot. We can talk to them, we can not talk to them. All that can be done via the calendar. Now, another great tool is your analytics. I am a big fan of what you see here, right? This will help you with determining if your occupancy rate is good, if your average daily rate is good, is your RevPAR is good, how many nights booked so far you had in this particular month. It is a great tool that you can use to figure out what you're going to do in terms of pricing in the future. One of the big things for me on here is that I like to make sure that my occupancy rate is between 75 and 85. If I go below 75, then I have to go into my pricing to figure out where I have to make some adjustments. Same thing if I go above 85. I need to go to my pricing software to figure out what kind of adjustments I want to do that. The reason I'm looking at those two numbers is because if I'm below 75%, then I need to lower my prices, not necessarily on all my properties, but I need to look at what the status is. And there's we use Price Labs. I need to go in there and take a look at which one is not getting booked and figure out why. Most of the time it's because my pricing is higher than average. So I may want to reduce that. But this just takes a little bit of work, a little bit of experience on when you should change your pricing strategies based on your occupancy rate. The next thing on here is going to be on reporting. So these are the financial reports. Here I can do the owner statements, the transactions, logistic reports that I haven't really touched on. But to manage your team, you can use Hostfully to manage with your cleaners, you can maintenance reports. You can all do it here. It's going to tell you, these are the check-ins, right? These are all the check-ins for today, and these are all the checkouts for today. You can use this information to schedule your cleaners and schedule any maintenance issues that arrive. So you can do that here. Enhanced reporting. There's a lot you can do with the enhanced reporting. I'm not going to go through everything, but the biggest one here is your owner statement. You can create an owner statement for your owners, and this is how an owner's report looks like. It gives you the name of the guests, when they checked in, when they checked out, nights they stayed, what the rent was, what the fees were, the OTA fee, the taxes, total, what the guest paid, what's paid to me, and what's paid to the owner. All right, so that is just a short or a quick view of Hostfully. Now, really get into why you need a PMS system, right? Hostfully, as I mentioned, Hostfully is a all-in-one system that allows you to operate freely. It takes away all of the little busy work that most short-term rental operators have to do if they don't have the system, like the automatic message messaging. There's also, and I forgot to mention, there's also AI messaging, meaning it will generate question from the guest and it will generate answer through AI. The beauty about Hostfully is that if you have a digital guidebook, specifically the Hostfully digital guidebook, and you tie it into the PMS system, it'll answer just about every question related to that property. It'll answer if somebody says, how far is it from the airport? It'll answer how far it's from the airport. Best restaurants that we recommend, it'll answer that. It reads everything from the digital guidebook. And the more robust that digital guidebook is, better the responses from AI. I mean, that's a huge time saver there and allows you to, again, when you scale, it will allow you to have AI answer questions that you may have to look up. As I can tell you, before AI and before we created all the digital guidebooks, I had to, when somebody asked a question, I actually have to go research it. I didn't know every restaurant. I didn't know special events, specific locations that people go to, like hospitals. A lot of people come down here to have surgery. You know, when they mention a hospital, I didn't know how far it was. So it is a big time saver. Next is definitely help you scale your business because it's going to free you up with a lot of the busy work. It's going to allow you to market. And I've already mentioned how it allows you to market to guests using the pipeline, even if they don't stay with you. You're gonna have the ability to go ahead and send them a message and try to get them to stay with you. They don't stay with you this time, but they'll stay with you next time. Those are a lot of the reasons why I highly recommend that you use a PMS system. More importantly, that you use Hostfully. Hostfully, out of all the PMS systems out there, probably one of the cheapest or close to it, but it gives you more than all the higher end PMS systems out there. So anyway, my beautiful people, this was useful. Love you. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. See you in the next one.